Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set. Like 88! Like 50! Hey!
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Watson. Allen's got it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. He's got Allen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Watson. Caught by Allen. The 3rd down run gets them nothing, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. And read. Mike 34. Hey, watch the slant. Watch out, watch out.
On first down, Peyton. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, 75 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ryan Shazier picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Watson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On second down now, Peyton. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Walter Payton with his second touchdown here in this first half. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he... He's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Two right here. I'm trying to collect.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Walter Payton, 34 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
First down is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Allen, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Tight dog.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Willis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, it's 9-0.
Texans nothing.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Taylor. And this Texans defense stands tall. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Stenerud able to put this one through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Just like that. 52's the mark, boys. 52. I got it.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Calvin Johnson, 51 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
third down. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Half 85, half 85. Like 50. Go, go.
First down, and they're going to throw it down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first down, it's Jackson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Keith Bullock able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the made field goal, Stenerud back out there to kick it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
This is caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. And he's got a noon one. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Bravo!
And here's Allen to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, wahoo! Play.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Let's go! Let's go!
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Second down and goal. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on... Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken very short, and he's going to be out of bounds here right. At the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. 60 out, roll. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch out! Hey! Motion!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. It's a second down run with Sanders. Room past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And able to find Green. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On 1st down, Peyton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, watch it, watch it. Undercrest. Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Flush. And he's going to go down again. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Moss for a Bills touchdown. Randy Moss, 52 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one just...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Bo. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 50's a must.
Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run at Sanders, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one, deep left side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second down, it's Jackson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Sanders. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Quincy Enunwa there to make the grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put
is
a
pretty
star.
big.
I put a star. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz worked to perfection there for Deion Sanders. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Back. At the 17-yard line.
Check.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Kill, turn up. Mike's 50, set up.
Now Jackson, off the play fake, out to his left. And he's in for the 49ers score. Stenerud on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, it's Jackson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you
touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Willis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And the Bills are going to recover. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. They were looking for Johnson that time. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On second down, Peyton. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is